5 months ago, Al Hilal lifted the AFC Champions League trophy in front of 50,000 fans in Riyadh. Tonight they begin the defence of that title against Sharjah from the UAE at the Prince Faisal bin Fahad Stadium, which is also in Riyadh. And the Blue Power Army are here, as you can see, in numbers tonight. The second game of the day. It's just approaching 11:15 in the evening local time in Riyadh. But all set fair to see how Al Hilal begin the defence of their title. 27 degrees still here. Very, very hot at this time of the evening. That trophy lift over Pohang Steelers, that 2-0 win, still very fresh in the minds of these Al Hilal fans. And who can forget that stunning opening, that goal from Nasser Al-Dosari coming after just 16 seconds in the final. Musa Marega got the second. And it really was a fantastic night and a great experience to be a part of in Riyadh as well, in front of an almost capacity crowd after the empty stadiums that had greeted most of the competition prior to that. Well, with COVID, things getting better, the fans are back in numbers, and tonight those Al Hilal fans will be hoping for another win. They have had a change of coach since that final win. Ramon Diaz is now the man that's in charge. Sharjah, one of the most successful sides in the UAE. They will provide a stern test tonight for Al Hilal in their opening game. Just a reminder of the other two teams in the group, Al Rayyan and FC Istiklal from Tajikistan. Only the top team goes through from each group. The 3 best second-place finishes from the 5 groups in each section will also join them in the round of 16. So with points at a premium, 6 games coming in quick succession, very important psychologically to try and get off with a victory. And the weight of the crowd will be behind Al Hilal tonight. As you see from that banner, 40 clubs split into 2 sections of 20 each, 5 groups of 4 teams, East and West. The West in its second day already. The Eastern section gets underway towards the end of next week. We've got to overlap with the games this year, so there will be lots of games to watch across the days with the different time differences to see who are going to be the 16 teams that go through to the knockout stages of the competition. Ma Ning there is the referee tonight from China. Well, despite the fact it's very late in the evening, they've come here all ages tonight to watch this match. So it is Ramadan, of course, at the moment, hence the later start to accommodate Ramadan. Four times Al Hilal have lifted the AFC Champions League trophy. No side has achieved that feat. Is it conceivable to think that they could win it again this year?
Let's welcome Al Hilal FC and Sharjah.
أيها الأخوة الحضور، لنرحب في نادي الهلال ونادي الشارقة.
The familiar strains of the AFC anthem ring out ahead of the appearance of the flag. Al Hilal first lifted the trophy in 1991, but they've won it twice in the last 3 years. The previous 2 wins were in the old format. Four-time runners-up as well. They've had great success in this competition, Al Hilal. No reason to think that that won't continue. They've got a very settled squad. So the new coach, the man that's come in, Ramon Diaz, to try and keep their fortunes going. Long walk for the teams here, all the way across the field to line up ready for the handshakes. All very experienced FIFA officials in charge of these games as well. Refereeing standard has been pretty good over the first 2 days. A lot of little niggles and fouls to deal with, but the referees in general have controlled the games reasonably well. Was the obligatory team photos. Al Hilal are currently second in the Saudi Pro League. There are still a few games to go in that league, in both these leagues. Apparently the UAE Pro League still running as well. It does take a break while the AFC Champions League is ongoing, so those leagues will resume once this competition is over towards the end of April. The most decorated side in Asia, Al Hilal. Take a look at the team news. Al Hilal make 3 changes to their last match. Salah Al-Shehri comes into the starting 11. Maybe we're not going to see the team news. The captains coming together. Shaheen from Sharjah on the right of your picture. Salman Al-Faraj is the captain for Al Hilal. So Ma Ning from China is our match referee. All the officials from China tonight. 2 assistants and the 4th official. Always do well to create a good atmosphere, these Al Hilal fans. That final in front of 50,000 at the King Fahd International Stadium really was a sight to see. Michael Oliveira from Brazil, one of the players that has come into the side tonight from that last lineup. Teams have changed ends as well for the first half. Once again, as we've mentioned many times, we're playing in the centralised venues again this year. Saudi Arabia for the 2nd year hosting group stage events or group stage games. But back in the bigger stadiums, we used a couple of the smaller stadiums. These stadiums do have feeder stadiums outside as well, but we're back in the main stadium this year with the fans being allowed back into the matches, which is always good to see. It doesn't seem we're going to get a team news, so I'll just tell you 3 changes to Al Hilal from their last match. 7 of the side for Al Hilal were in the final last year, including Mohamed Kano, Matias Pereira and Moussa Marega, who scored the 2nd goal in the final. Sharjah make 4 changes to the team that played Al Nazar in their last league game 5 days ago. Shaheen, Saif, Ali Mohamed Al-Dahani and Shukr all come into the starting lineup. Sharjah will be in a 4-4-2 formation tonight, 4-3-3 for Al Hilal. And we're off and running in the defence of the title for Al Hilal. They're all in blue, kicking from right to left in the first half. So 27 degrees still the temperature here. Not too much humidity around, but it is going to be very hot. And the substitutions could be all important. Still 5 substitutions used in the competition this season. It's KO, just ran away from him slightly. Salman. Michael Oliveira, that's a nasty challenge already. And I think the referee was almost going for the yellow card there from Shukurov. Hails from Uzbekistan. There is Rahman Diaz, the man who came in to replace the man who won the title for Al Hilal, Leonardo Jardim. Despite the fact he lifted the title, he left the club by mutual consent. Rahman Diaz coming back in as coach for a second time in February this year. Sharani. It's Muttab. It's hard to believe when you watch the game unfolding that in the final, Al Hilal were already a goal up by now. Not in the starting lineup tonight, Nasser Al-Dasari, but he's among the substitutes. It's Salman. It's a lovely ball over the top, looking for the run of Marega. Al-Hassani with the first touch of the ball. He's played over 100 times now for Sharjah, Adel Mohamed Al-Hassani, the goalkeeper. Made his 100th appearance against Al Jazeera back on the 4th of March. Safe. Just got the wrong side of Sharani. Still going. Good ball across. No one able to get a touch. It was missed by Al Muaf. Kept alive here by KO. I think it was Luan Pereira that was the nearest man to getting a touch on that. Came flying into the penalty area. That's what happens when you get in behind defenders. You put quality in like that, and it's always going to cause problems. Lovely ball over the top for Khaled. And another chance for Luan Pereira. This time it's skied high over the top. Good spell of pressure that from Sharjah. Aurelian Olariu is their coach, 52-year-old Romanian. He's coming up against his former club tonight. He is considered one of the greatest managers in the Arabian Peninsula. Took charge of Al Hilal here, Al Sadd in Qatar and Al Ahly in the UAE. Penalty given, Marega goes down on the edge. And 3.5 minutes into the match, the referee Ma Ning has had the first big decision to make and points to the spot. And those fans in blue delighted with that decision, but not so Sharjah, who felt that it was a clumsy challenge rather than a malicious one. And was it inside the box? Well, there is contact from Shaheen. Too sure whether it was outside the box, though. Maybe just the first initial contact was inside. So an early chance for Al Hilal to take the lead here. Salah Al-Sheri getting ready to take the penalty. Referee just explaining to goalkeeper what's expected. Goalkeepers are expected to keep both feet on or above the goal line. Did score a penalty for Saudi Arabia in a 3-1 win over Vietnam last September. Sherry. And an early chance here to put his side in front. Not quite the same as the final, but this will be a great start. Goalkeeper goes the wrong way, and Al Hilal take the lead. Perfect start to the defence of their title. Only played in 3 of the AFC Champions League games last season. Salah Al-Sheri wasn't featured in the final. Played the semi-final against Al Nazar. And that is a perfect start for him. Not so for Sharjah and Shaheen Abdallah Al-Mazi, the captain, who gave away the penalty. Well taken penalty. Right in the corner. No goalkeeper would save that. Phones at the ready. And a goal to celebrate early on here for those in blue. Shaheen. Straight away, Sharjah looking to make amends. That's flicked on to Saif, who's offside. Too much doubt about that one. They did finish second in their group last season. Al Hilal, they finished behind Istiklal from Tajikistan. They were level on 10 points, but they missed out on the head-to-head goal difference. They beat the Iranians Esteghlal in the round of 16, and another Iranian side, Persepolis, in the quarter-finals. And then that all-Saudi affair against Al Nazar in the semi-final. And the rest, as they say, is history. Shukurov. Still a chance for Sharjah, back to Shukurov! And straight away, Sharjah are back on level terms. Shukurov involved at the start. Luan Pereira pulled the ball back, and Shukurov is able to beat Al Muway from close range. And that joy for Al Hilal was short-lived. It did have to come through a qualifier to get into the group stage. Shukurov was a key player in that when it went to extra time against Al Zawara. A little bit fortunate there, Luan Pereira, but take nothing away from the quality of the finish from Shukurov. And we could be set for a great game here. It's 1-1 already. Nothing, or take nothing away rather than the part that Luan Pereira played, or Luan Zinho as he's known. Played all 6 games last season for Sharjah in the group stages. That's a brilliant pullback, and Shukurov did the rest. Shirani. Forward by Salman. Sherry. Another challenge on the edge of the penalty area. The referee had a look at that one as well. There is no VAR, don't forget, in the group stages. Morega's ball in. Oh, leaning back was Pereira when he hit the shot. But it's a very open game, this, inside the first 10 minutes. Sherry just got clipped there on the edge of the penalty area by Abdul Basit. Hilal have won 64 official trophies. As we said, the most decorated side in Asia. Been in every season of the Saudi Pro League since it launched in 1976. One of 4 teams to do so. Foul by Luan Pereira on Jang Hyun-soo, the Korean defender. Al Hilal did play in the Club World Cup as part of their reward for winning the AFC Champions League. They won their opening game. Al Jazeera they beat 6-1, lost 1-0 to Chelsea, and then lost 4-0 to Al Ahly from Egypt in the playoff. Jang. Kano. Michael. Busy little character, Michael Oliveira, the Brazilian. This is his first season at Al Hilal after moving from Flamengo in Brazil. It's only his 5th appearance tonight. Still really finding his feet. And again by Michael. Little touchback by Pereira. Saud. Mohamed Kano. Played a key role in Saudi Arabia's World Cup qualifying campaign. Mohamed Kano in midfield. Shirani. Salman, the captain. Kano. Lovely ball over the top for Saud, who's coming forward, tried to play that one back to Musa Marega, but gives the free kick away. Turned inside Ali. There's the foul. Just a little bit of a lunge on Salah. They have been pretty good defensively this season, Al Hilal. Only the league leaders Al Ittihad have conceded less goals so far in the campaign. And they came here in good form as well. 6 in a row. Al Hilal have won. Conceded just 3 goals in that time as well, scoring 18. It's been a pretty good spell of results for Ramon Diaz and his team. Here's Pereira. Marega. Saud. Cano. Chip over the top looking for Musa Marega. Good ball in. Shaheen was there to complete the clearance and concede the corner. The offside at the other end just a moment or so ago. The ball bouncing awkwardly. This match ball does seem to have a little bit of a bounce in it at times. We've seen a couple of times players have been just caught out and misjudged things. In swinging corner for Al Hilal. All the way, Jang was coming round the back. It came off Muteb. Still the ball bobbling around. It was hammered away by Gustavo. Not cleared properly, though. Might be able to keep this one alive with Shirani. Salman. Here's Cano. Michael just trying to take that one away from Gustavo. Saud did well to get that one across. It's too high for Michael, though. It's been volleyed back across the penalty area, hooked away by Shukurov. Pereira. Saud in again. And Marega was lurking. So Ali taking no chances and heading behind for the corner. This is good pressure now from Al Hilal. It was one of the features of their game last season. They do take the game 2 teams. Don't wait for them to come onto them. Like to play very much on the front foot. They have got quality players in their team to do that. It's almost inevitable that the referee's going to spot some pushing. It's another Brazilian, Gustavo, that's just being spoken to. Musa Marega, Frenchman. Four players in a group. Could have taken short. Michael, little drop of the shoulder. There's a Sharjah player down inside the penalty area. They were looking for the free kick, but it comes to nothing as it ends up in the arms of Al Hassani. Look at disbelief on Saud's face as he gets the free kick given against him. Sharjah have been on a good run as well. We mentioned Al Hilal's run. They've lost just one of their last 21 games in all competitions. 12 wins in that time, losing out to Al Jazeera. Did beat Al Nazar in their final UAE Pro leg before coming to Saudi Arabia. So 2 form teams in their leagues at the moment going head-to-head here. That's a lovely ball through. Flags up for offside against Saif, not for the first time tonight. Just trying to spring that defence. Jang. Cano. Salman. Pereira. Spotted the run of Shirani, who'll keep the ball in play in the corner. Michael. Flicked up again by Pereira. Michael got there, managed to get the shot across. Kept in by Al-Shahani. He's certainly been involved in plenty, Michael Oliveira, in these early minutes. Scored 14 goals in 35 games for Flamengo last season in Brazil. Saud. Marega. Difficult to dispossess when he's on the ball. He does well at getting his body in the way, but two Sharjah defenders have managed to just bundle him off the ball there, Moussa Marega. Abdul Basit. Good one for the goalkeeper, Hassani. The ball had gone out of play. The goalkeeper had to be sure with his clearance because he was under a lot of pressure. Michael, oh, good feet. Just left the ball behind. Gives away the free kick. Ramon Diaz not happy with that decision. The coach in the technical area there, he played for River Plate, one of the big sides in Argentina as a striker, coached them to in three spells, winning 8 titles. Forward by Shaheen. Michael just got there to guide it inside. Pereira. Michael. Shirani. Salman. Now Cano. Shirani outside him, who just hugs this touchline, waiting for balls played through to him. Salman. Good shape from Sharjah at the moment. Pushed out wide by Sherry. Now Saud. Sherry's continued his run. Can he get this one across? Blocked by Shaheen. Has been given as a corner. The ball seemed to hit both players, but I think it may have already crossed the line before he touched the Hilal man. That'll be a free kick. Been at Sharjah all his career. Shaheen Abdallah Almazi actually celebrates a landmark in their next Pro League campaign because it'll be his 150th appearance. The Sharjah captain. Cano. Saud. Away by Al-Mawif. Lovely ball over the top as well for Shirani. Great distribution by the goalkeeper. Only Michael in the middle at the moment. Pereira floated in. Oh, it's a free header for Sherry, but he can't get over the ball. Good play by Al Hilal from back to front. Quality from Pereira on the cross. Defender may just have done enough to put Sherry off. He couldn't quite get the elevation to get the downward force on the header. Good play all round though, and those supporters enjoying this start to the defence of their title. Sharjah well represented here as well. It's not all Al Hilal. Salman. Shirani. Salman. Jang. See how dominant they've been with the ball in the opening quarter of the match. Al Hilal. Jang on the ball again. Shirani. Nicely taken by Saud, just took the sting out of the ball and able to get a foot on it, back by Marega. It's a good play, just trying to find that one into Salman, but overhit the pass slightly. It's a real confidence about the way Al Hilal play the ball around. You often wonder, looking back, if they'd not scored that goal after 16 seconds in the final, whether it might have been a different outcome, because Pohang Steelers were a very good side, but when you concede a goal after 16 seconds, it just affects the mindset. And they never really recover. They didn't play to the potential we'd seen them through the knockout stages, the Koreans. KO. Saif. Good header from Muteb. Salman, the captain, the driving force in midfield behind Al Hilal. Saud and Marega and Shaheen have had it coming together. Marega's claiming that that should be a free kick. The play's gone on. Now Marega gets his shots off target. Not happy with that decision, it's fair to say, Musa Marega. Sides have never met before in AFC competition, so a new experience for both. That's angled in just too high for Michael. Al-Shahani with a clean pair of hands. Cosman, Malariu reached another landmark in 2020 when he guided Jiangsu Suning to their first ever Chinese title. It's a man who's had tremendous success over the years at his various teams. He was actually in charge of the Saudi Arabian national team for the 2015 Asian Cup in Australia. Side got eliminated in the group stage, though. Saud. Jang. Oh, allowed to run by Michael. It was Sherry trying to feed it back to him instead of maybe swinging a boot and going himself. Good play again, though, by Al Hilal, who are just working the channels nicely at the moment. KO. Bit of space here. Luan Pereira's continued his run. Al Muaif comes out. Did he catch Luan Pereira? I think the ball had already gone, which is what's just saved the goalkeeper there, maybe. Yeah, I think he's pulling his foot out the way, Al Muaif. I think Luan Pereira knew he was coming. Experienced goalkeeper, Al Muaif, 35 years of age now. (1-1) after 2 early goals. Sherry's penalty opening the scoring for Al Hilal before Shukurov got the equaliser. Shirani played on again to Michael. Trying to get through 2 defenders, Mike. Got another opportunity. Oh, brilliant footwork again by the Brazilian. Crowd enjoyed that. Here's Mohamed Kano. Caught after the ball had gone. Kano's back to his feet quickly, though. Didn't sit there appealing. Knew he wasn't going to get the free kick, so just got on with the game. Kano. Poor ball, though. Chase on here for KO, the Brazilian. Well, he goes down under Saud's challenge. Don't think there was any appeal, in fairness. Play will just be stopped for a moment because Sherry has stayed down at the other end of the field after a challenge. KO with a cheeky look back at the referee, but no penalty. I'm not too sure how Sherry injured himself actually at the other end, because it was a clean challenge by Shaheen. Might just have fallen awkwardly. Here's the penalty for Sherry that put his side in front. Very well taken, sent the goalkeeper Al Hishani the wrong way. The equaliser owed much to the vision of Luan Pereira, but take nothing away from Shukurov's finish, just guiding the ball into the corner beyond Al Muaif. The man from Uzbekistan. Three plus one, the foreigner rule, of course. Shukurov is their Asian player, mixing with the 3 Brazilians that are in the starting lineup for Sharjah. Jang, of course, the Asian player in the Al Hilal lineup. Six shots on goal already from Al Hilal, just the one on target. One that got them the goal. Sherry's still wincing in a little bit of pain at the moment. Hopefully he'll be okay to continue. In fact, it doesn't look like he will be okay to continue, because Abdullah Al Hamdan is coming on. Might be a blow for Ramon Diaz. So they don't get much gap between games. Al Hilal will be in action again in 3 days' time against Al Rayyan. So they'll hope that Sherry will be patched up and get ready to go for that one. They may decide, of course, to leave him out with the games coming fairly quickly. Six games in 20 days for these teams in the AFC Champions League. So, Jang. Muteb. Kano. Marega. Saoud just in behind him slightly. Shirani. Awkward one for Shaheen to deal with. Comes out to Pereira, who swung a boot and didn't make a clean contact. Good ball over the top. Musa Marega's in behind here. It's Marega! Good challenge. Well, that's a nice touch from Marega as well, because the captain, Shaheen, looked to be second best there, but he's done brilliantly to get back and make the block. Marega was onside. And now we will see the substitution. So Sherry goes off. And Abdullah Al-Hamdan comes on. That was the moment that the medical staff realised that Sherry wasn't going to be able to continue. Over comes the corner, just punched away by Al-Hassani. There was a little bit of a nudge on the goalkeeper, was there? Straight away, Al-Hamdan's into the thick of it. Salman with the corner. Downward header. Well, they're appealing for a handball, but Muteb has been penalised for a push, I think. Certainly, he was very vocal, thinking that should have been a handball, but the referee has given it the other way. You can see the two hands from Muteb. It was a handball, but the referee had already decided he was going the other way with a free kick. Shirani. Jang. Kano. Muteb. Pereira. Saoud. Nice ball inside to Al-Hamdan, the substitute. Heavy touch though, but he might get the better of Luan Pereira for a second chance, but the Brazilian does well. Good ball over the top for KO to chase. Goalkeeper's a long way out of his goal. Al-Muwaif got the decision right with the header. Good play by Jang. Coolly done by the Korean. Saoud. Michael just managed to get away from his man, but left the ball behind. Gustavo. Some good defending. Safe. Khalid. K.O. Saif has continued his run into the middle. Well away by Muteb. Now Michael. Pereira rather. This is Cano. Got Saud racing down that far side. Ali had just tucked inside a little. Cano. Threaded through with pace towards Pereira. Couldn't bring it under control. Salman. Michael! Great save. Al Hassani gets a fingertip to it. Looked for all the world as that was about to nestle in the bottom corner until that long arm from Al Hassani came out to deflect it wide. Great save. Michael was almost turning away in celebration. Quickly stopped in his tracks, though. It is a corner to Al Hilal. This will be taken by Salman. Plenty of height on it. Comes off Shaheen. 6 corners already for the Saudi Arabians. Michael. Saud. It's too high for Salman. It's clumsy. Quick to acknowledge the error, though. Saud only joined Al Hilal in January 22. He spent 4 seasons at Al Ittihad. Great ball. Bit of space for Khaled to work in here. Waiting for support. Saif has just pulled out wide. It's a poor ball. He still manages to just keep it in play, though. Michael. Salman. Well played by Saud, who just rode the challenge. This is a good move. Plenty of blue shirts streaming forward here for Al Hilal. Can Saud come up with a decent cross? Looking for Michael again. Gets in front of his man. Comes back out to Salman. He didn't catch it right, and it goes wide. Pacey break out of defence, though, from Al Hilal. Six minutes to go to half-time. Still all square after those 2 early goals. Jang. Pereira. Michael. He's got Shirani with a pacey overlap. Might act as a bit of a decoy. Shirani does get the ball, though. Michael. Cano. Still they have control of the ball, Al Hilal. Al Hamdan. Saud. Al Hamdan's gone through the channel. Marega waiting in the middle. That comes off Shaheen. He's been kept busy at the back, the Sharjah captain, Shaheen. It's Cano. Al Hamdan. Saud in space. This is a great chance. Driven across. No one attacked it. It's gone out of play before Michael can get there. It was a great ball in. Quality from Saud, but nobody was on the same wavelength to try and get a touch on that. Worked it really well from one side to the other, and Saud, who's finding plenty of space, went for the first time option. Nobody attacking the ball, though. Rightly gets the applause from Musa Marega. foul on Shirani by Shukurov. Scored the goal, leveled things up. Marega trying to turn away, sliding in with Shaheen. Marega out to Saud. Salman, great ball in again, pace on it, though. Hashani kept his eye on it all the way. Seen some real quality deliveries into the box from both teams tonight so far. Good defending by Jang, very composed at the back, the Korean. He's made over 50 international appearances now for the Korean Republic. In the air by Shaheen. Still got there before Al Hamdan, but could only deflect the header into the path of Marega. Oh, it's given away. Salman lining up on the box. Pereira kicked right through it, right across it, and in the end it's nowhere near Al Hassani's goal. He was a good addition to Al Hilal's ranks last season. Played 75 games for West Bromwich Albion in the Premier League. Joined them at the start of this season and was able to take part in the knockout stages of the Champions League and played a massive part in the final against Pohang Steelers. Mutem. Jang. Shirani. Kano. Salman's header up just too far ahead of Musa Marega to try and get a touch on it. Sharjah have given a good account of themselves in this first half, so they came here on such a good record, just that one defeat in 21. You can see why they're so difficult to beat, very organised. Gustavo and Shaheen at the back. Shukurov and Abdul Basit through midfield. Good spine to the team. There's Gustavo. Giving away though to Al Hamdan. By Pereira. Marega. Salman. Saud again in a great position. He's put some good balls in tonight, Saud. In towards Michael, just too high. Al Shirani heads in. Marega can't get there. Still, it's not cleared away. We're into a minute's added time at the end of the first half. And the pressure coming from Al Hilal. Marega just got there before it went out of play, but can't direct it away from Al Hashani, who makes the save. Free kick to Al Hilal. Luan Pereira and Jang just having a few words with each other. Well, that brings us to the end of what's been an entertaining first half. Two early goals really set the game alight. There have been lots of chances. It's been dominated pretty much by Al Hilal right throughout. We did have to make a change when Al Hamdan came on. to replace the goal scorer Sherry. Kaya worked hard up front for Sharjah, as did Saif. Michael had a couple of good opportunities, very tricky character when he's on the ball as well. Shukurov got the equaliser for Sharjah. Lots to do for both these teams if they're to try and take the points in their opening match. Luan Pereira set up the goal. Great pullback for Shukurov. And hopefully another 45 minutes to come of good entertainment here after a very competitive first half of Al Hilal's defence of their AFC Champions League trophy. Crowd have come in numbers tonight, they've enjoyed it as well. Sharjah fans were pleased to see their side get back into the game fairly quickly after going behind. And they certainly feel that their side can have more goals in the second half. It's all set for what should be an interesting encounter on match day 1 in this group. Half-time, it's Al Hilal 1, Sharjah 1.
Yeah. Thank you.
Welcome back to the second half, where Sharjah are making a couple of changes in personnel. Al Hassan and Majid Rashid are the two players that are coming on. 1-1 between Al Hilal, the defending champions, and Sharjah. And a change for Al Hilal as well. So 5 substitutions can be used, of course. Jafali is coming on for Al Hilal, who were forced into a change when their goal scorer Shaheri had to go off and Al Hamdan came on. There is Al Hamdan just on the left. Salman is the captain.
That's it.
So Shukurov with the equaliser in the first half. The lead didn't last too long for Al Hilal, having got themselves in front early on with that penalty. "90 minutes to go, though, in the opening of their defence of the title. Abdul Basit is one of the players that's come off, by the way, for Sharjah. And the other one is Ali, the fullback. Majid Rashid started his career at Etihad Kalba, made 100 appearances for them in the Pro League, so vastly experienced. Well, Al Hassan has played over 100 appearances for his current club, Sharjah. So it is Sharjah that get us underway in the second half. It's the centre-back Jang that's gone off for Al Hilal as well, so Mohamed Jafali comes on. Not too sure whether he picked up a knock towards the end of that first half, actually, Jang. He was having a pretty good game, but there was a challenge towards the end of that first half, which would go down, so hopefully, again, nothing too serious. Salman. Good ball out to Shirani. Almost finds its way through to Al Hamdan. Marega. It's a bit of a mix-up at the back. Michael can't get a touch on the ball. Salman knows he should have done better with the shot. Good start to the second half for Al Hilal. Referee, no nonsense, Marning, just telling Shukurov exactly how it is. Goal kick for Al Hassani to take. Shukurov did get that equalising goal. Good play by Luan Pereira. Confirmation there of the two Sharjah substitutes. He's going to reach Luan Pereira. He's offside, though. Just went a fraction too early there. You can see him trying to get back on side, but didn't quite make it. Late challenge on Saud by Luan Pereira that's left him. He's quickly back to his feet, though. Salman. Mohamed Kano spins away from Luan Pereira. Keeps possession of the ball as well. Just a little drag back to take him away from Rashid. Michael might come for Shirani. Shot took a deflection. Goes out for a corner. Once again, the referee having to stamp his authority here with Gustavo having a few too many words to say. It's a free header for Mohamed Kano, but didn't get the pace on it to test Al Hassani. Kano again, good positive start this to the second half from Al Hilal. Shirani takes a deflection, it goes for the corner. So a bit of defending to do here for Sharjah. It was a positive start to the first half for Al Hilal. Ball eventually goes out of play. Those changes, just a slight change in dimension to Hilal in the second half. Jan gave them a good attacking option at times. Jafali comes on. Salman. Shirani. Kano. Al Hamdan. 4 defenders around, he brought down on the edge of the penalty area. Dangerous position for the free kick. See if they've got a bit of quality with the set piece. Well, there was Sherry who came off in the first half. That doesn't look good with another game coming up in 3 days' time. So I'm sure they'll have a look at him tomorrow once the injury has just settled down a little bit. Al Hilal did get off to a draw start last season. They drew with AGMK from Uzbekistan in their first game, 2-2. Tried to do it the hard way, finished second in the group last season behind Istiklal. Went on to perform exceptionally well in the knockout stages. One of the reasons the man wearing number 15 standing over the ball there, Pereira. Great addition to the squad for them. It is Marega and Pereira who are plotting between them at the moment. Everybody back behind the ball for Sharjah. Will it be Pereira? Will it be Marega? Looks as though it could be Marega. It is Marega. It's too high though. Disappointed with that. Musa Marega scored plenty of goals in the course of his career. Scored 52 for Porto before joining Al Hilal for this current season. It's been a great atmosphere all night made by those supporters. All over the top, Marega. Thought he might have been offside there, just managed to stay on side. Al Hassan trying to keep him out wide. KO penalised. Was coming back from an offside position. Marega waiting in the centre. It's come off Al Hamdan. And Al Hassani came flying out across the top of one of his own players. Saud. It's in behind Marega. Shirani arriving. 3 to aim for in the middle. There's another free kick given away. Foul on Pereira this time. Just jumping in a little bit there was safe. Al Hamdan. Cano's ball was just a little bit too far ahead of Salman. Lovely ball, perfectly weighted for Saud. Can't get the crossover though, blocked by Al Hassan. They're slightly quieter, the Sharjah fans, than the Al Hilal fans, who've been making a great noise all night. Good ball whipped in. It's a great chance for Cano again, who was leaving back when he hit the shot. Another disappointing effort. Well, they've had chances throughout the game, Al Hilal, to get themselves in front. 17 shots on goal so far, just 3 of them on target for Ramon Diaz's side. It's a late challenge from Rashid, because Salman had already gone down and Rashid has made the challenge, and that's incensed the crowd on the far side. Salman felt the full weight of that. It was a nasty one as well for Rashid, who got his leg tangled underneath Salman. Often the way ligament damage can be done. So both these sides are in action again in 3 days' time. Al Hilal will play Al Rayyan. Well, Sharjah will take on the other team in the group, AFC Istiklal. All Al Hilal's games will be here at the Prince Faisal bin Fahid Stadium. It's given away cheaply by Salman. Shukurov. Kano. It was KO who thought he was going to be offside, I think, when that ball came through, so allowed it to run. Just see Cosmin Olaru on the sides. Coach won the Saudi Premier League, or the Saudi Pro League rather, with Al Hilal in 2008, and the Crown Prince Cup in his first season in charge. He's very well renowned and well thought of among the Al Hilal supporters. This is Kano. Kano again. Away by Gustavo. Marega. Saoud's outside him. For Marega once again, they can't get this one clear. Back in by Pereira. Michael! They finally make the breakthrough. He's timed his run perfectly. And Al Hilal take the lead for the first time. Well, get themselves in front rather in the second half. And the man who's been impressive with his touches on the ball, Michael Oliveira, gets his first goal for Al Hilal. Timed his run perfectly. Gustavo was just left in no man's land. He was appealing in vain for offside. Great finish, the side foot beyond Al Hassani. Great ball in from Pereira. And Al Hilal take the lead. Just what they wanted. And that noise that has been generated by this crowd all night is finally paid dividends. I'd say he's one happy man at the moment. Got the crowd jumping, that's for sure. It's been a little bit frustrating. We mentioned all those shots they've had, and they've finally managed to make one count. 18 shots on goal, just 2 for Sharjah, but they managed to equalise last time, and here they come again looking for an equaliser now. Shukurov, the man who got that equaliser, is in the middle. Nice fortunate bounce, good save by Al Muwaif. There were 2 waiting in the middle. Maybe the pullback might have been the better option. Saud. Salman. Blocked by Marega. Reminder that only the top team in each group are guaranteed a place in the round of 16. 5 teams from each of East and West, and then the 3 best second-place teams will also join them. Another change coming up for Sharjah. It's Abdullah Mohammed Al-Shams that's coming on. And Saif, that's going off. So 3 changes now made by Sharjah. Shirani. Kano. Shirani. Al Hilal have had nearly 78% possession. Not very often you see a team that dominant. Sharjah have been on the back foot for much of this second half. Pushed out wide by Oliveira. Salman. Al Hamdan rides the challenge. Shaheen trying to stay with him. Oliveira once again. Musa Marega waiting in the middle, looking for a quality ball played in. Shirani tries that. They'll go for a throw-in right in the corner. Kano. Oliveira queuing up in the middle. It's all Al Hilal at the moment. This could be a long final quarter of the game for Sharjah, and they've given away a free kick. Shukurov with a clumsy challenge. So Pereira over the free kick. Looking for some movement, makes him to stay on side. Shirani was the intended target. Clumsy challenge from Saud. Good ball down the line for Al Hassan, the substitute. Might find a bit of space to cross. Here comes off Saud. Takes a deflection and goes behind for the corner. Sharjah got off to a winning start last season when they beat Al-Quwa Al-Jawiya by a single goal. There's the two players that went off early on in the game, Jang and Shaheri, just looking on. Over comes the corner for Sharjah. Shukurov just gets there ahead of Mutab. Goal kick. Good defending again. Should have had a free kick there, Shukurov, but nothing given. And this is Sharjah's 5th appearance in the AFC Champions League. They did have to withdraw from the competition back in 2009. They fielded an ineligible player against Al Shabab. The match was awarded to Al Shabab 3-0. Sharjah subsequently withdrew from the competition after being fined as well, so that wasn't a day to remember for them. That's in field by Saud. This is Al Hamdan. Pereira. Oliveira. Just too high for Marega and headed behind by Al Hassan for the corner. Goalkeeper came and didn't get near it. It was Al Hamdan's header. There's a whistle gone. I don't know if there was a foul there by Al Hamdan when he went for that ball. The flag has gone up for offside. May have been against Salman coming back from an offside position. Al Hamdan. Nice reverse ball. Marega gives chase. Al Hassan got in front of him, but Marega was strong. Goes out off the shins of Marega right in the corner. Because back in the 1970s, Al Hilal attracted a lot of good foreign players. The great Roberto Rivellino, who played at the 1970 World Cup, played for the Saudi Arabians. Famous for his wonderful free kicks, of course. If only there were more players in the game like a Rivellino that could score great free kicks. Maria Zagallo as well was another Brazilian that played in the colours of Al Hilal back in the 70s. Shukurov again being spoken to by the referee, not for the first time. Al Hassan with a throw. Shaheen. It's too far ahead of Gustavo. Dived in a little bit on Oliveira. Shukurov. Won back by Salman. Kano. I think the referee's going to bring that back. Shukurov is treading a very fine line here. The referee had a real shouting match with him at the start of the second half, and not too much in that, in fairness. Kano. Muteb. Pereira. Saud. Pereira. A real tangle of legs from Pereira. Couldn't get the ball through where he wanted it to, so gives Sharjah a chance maybe to press forward here. Luan Pereira. Switch sides now. Marega. Kano. Michael. Still full of running, buoyed by that goal. That was the tangle of legs from Pereira just a moment or so ago. KO with a shot, but he was had already gone. Gustavo. It's been a good performance by Sharjah. Al Hilal will be disappointed they haven't made the most of their opportunities with the amount of chances that they've had. Pereira. A lucky bounce for Pereira, nudged in the back by Al Hassan. There's half a bill for a penalty. The referee wasn't quite clear there in his signalling. Good play by Muteb. Crowd enjoyed that. They're enjoying the effort that Al Hilal are putting in. They're still living on those memories, of course. It was only November when they won the AFC Champions League. I remember being in Riyadh for that final, and the roads were absolutely jam-packed after the final. Everybody heading off for the town square to celebrate. It was a fantastic occasion. Still might have some defending to do here, though, because at 2-1, they're not guaranteed that they're going to take the points yet. Out, flag stays down. Oh, the flag has now gone up. It's a little bit late. It was a sliding challenge from Jafali who came across. It's been a hard-working performance by Al Hilal. They certainly know they've been in a game tonight. "12 minutes to go, away by Al Hassani. Late challenge on Shirani. Khalid did get something on the ball, but also got a foot onto Shirani as well. Hasn't had to produce a yellow card yet, the referee Ma Ning from China. Change about to be made. Shaheen, the captain, has come off. And Salam Saleh has come on for the final 10 minutes or so. He's had a good game tonight, the captain. Kayao, good challenge by Saud. Kayao didn't like that, and a bit of retribution on Saud. It was a solid challenge, it was a fair challenge, and it will be the game's first yellow card. Some tempted fate there by saying we hadn't had one yet. Just lost his head a little bit there, the Brazilian. I don't think he was happy with the initial challenge. That's good play by Mutsib. Had to get that one right because he was being pressured all the way there by Salam. And it came on as a substitute not too long ago. So this is still a little bit of a fragile lead here for Al Hilal. It's Luan Pereira that's gone down. You can hear the screams from the bench. They felt that should have been another free kick. Saud given away cheaply, and that won't please Ramon Diaz at the moment, especially with this just a one-goal lead at the moment. It's just too far away from Luan Pereira. There's the crowd, 15,500, just over. Great sight, those supporters, passionate fans. A flick off the back of Kazim. Shirani. Pereira. Lovely ball forward to Al Hamdan, who came on as that early substitute. Gustavo gets the challenge in. I'll be looking forward to another 5 matches in this stadium over the next few days or so. The Sharjah fans have been quite quiet all night. They're certainly not as vocal as their Saudi Arabian opponents. Feels for handball by Jafali. Not given. Another change coming up for Al Hilal. Shukurov. Kayao. So Mikel Oliveira makes way, and the man who scored that goal after 16 seconds in the final, Nasser Al-Dasari, comes on. Wrote his name into Al Hilal folklore with that goal. Al Hassani, the goalkeeper, has been booked, by the way, for Sharjah as well, if you missed that just a moment or so ago. Saud's header. Kazim. He's caught in possession. Jafali just had his foot trodden on there by Kazim as he played the ball away. The final change for Sharjah coming up. Majid Ibrahim Salim, or Saror, as he has on the back of his shirt, and it's the goal scorer, Shukurov, that's made way for the final few moments. It's just getting a little bit niggly towards the end of the game now. It's that time of the match. That was a substitute, Saror, who's just come on, that was fouling Al Hamdan. Al Hilal just content now to run a little bit of time off the clock. If they can keep the ball away from their goal, then it's just what they needed with 2 minutes to go. Marega, there'll be a foul. Marega's going to get a telling off for kicking the ball away. I think he heard the whistle quite late, to be honest. Could this be their year again, I wonder, Al Hilal? Winners of the competition would qualify directly for the 23-24 AFC Champions League. Al Hilal, you certainly feel, would be among the favourites. That was admitted by Cosmin Al-Arouk, the Sharjah coach. Says they're certainly the favourites to win the group. But football can be a strange game at times. They've had all those shots tonight and they haven't scored more than 2. Salam Al Hassan. Offside. Just a narrow offside decision, but it was offside. Another change here for Al Hilal if they can make it. The officials haven't quite got the paperwork ready. You can see Ramon Diaz just losing his temper a little bit down on the sideline. It's going to be Musab that's coming on. For 3 minutes added time is the first thing that we need to show. So the substitution won't be made just yet. So still arguing, you can hear them on the sidelines. Check, check. He wants to get the change on. They're looking to run some seconds off the clock. Ramon Diaz is really losing it. It's Al Hamdan who's going to be penalised for the challenge. That was a nasty one. His feet were off the ground, actually. He wasn't in control there, Al Hamdan, right in front of the assistant. You're a little bit lucky not to get a yellow card. Musab is coming on then. And it's Pereira that's coming off. Had a good game tonight again, Pereira. He really is influential in this Al Hilal team. He was a fantastic addition for them for the knockout stages last season. Saoud able just to run that one out of play. Well, when you come into a tournament as defending champions, you're always there to be shot at by the opposition. And Al Hilal have had to perform professionally tonight to make sure that they can close this one out. There's still a couple of minutes to go, so they've still got work to do, but certainly it's been a hard-working performance, as we say. It doesn't always matter about the margin of victory as long as you pick up the 3 points. Sharjah will feel that they've got it within them to win some games during the course of this tournament. We know that Al Hilal had to go second last year. That's not too far away from Nasser. Not too dissimilar to the goal he scored in the final. That was a little bit further out and a little bit more to the left-hand side, but he certainly has got a fierce shot on him. That just wry smile on his face. It took a slight deflection, so it will be a corner. Al Hamdan. It's a Sharjah free kick. It was a bit of pushing and shoving. It could have gone either way, I think. 6 of one, half a dozen of the other, but it has gone Sharjah's way. Gustavo. Al Hassan tries to bend it round Saud. Al Mawaf will come out of his goal. Hasn't had too many saves to make in the second half, the Al Hilal goalkeeper. He's kept alert and done what he's had to do. And they've held on here for a narrow victory in their opening game as the title chief defending champions, Al Hilal. They'll be delighted to have got that one out of the way. Mikel Oliveira got the winner, the Brazilian, his first goal for his new club. Sherry scored a penalty in the first half after a foul in the box on Marega. He then went off injured, and we'll hope that's nothing too serious for Al Hilal. Shukurov equalised just a few minutes afterwards to give Sharjah a little bit of hope. Al Hassani not happy with the referee. He got booked late on in the game, the goalkeeper. Ma Ning was the referee, just a couple of yellow cards late on in the game for Kao and Al Hassani, but he's not happy, the goalkeeper, at all. But on the other side of things, Salman, the captain, has led his team well. Marega, Al Hamdan, who came on as that first half substitute, have all played a part in keeping the noise going among those supporters. And they will head into their second game in 3 days' time on 3 points, having started with a win, and an important win as well in front of a home crowd. Long way to go before they can celebrate a little bit more, but you can see what a win means to them. Mohamed Kano was excellent in midfield. These sides will meet again, of course, later on in the competition. Sides playing each other twice. Friends all round at the end of the day when full-time whistle goes. Shirani, who had a good night tonight as well, bombing up and down that far side. He was a former Al Hilal coach, of course, the man in charge of Sharjah these days. So a few old friends around. But in the end, it was the defending champions who came out on top here. It's finished Al Hilal 2, Sharjah 1.